using an iron and royally screwing up, but fixed it. So these are the 3 designs that I used for my husband, myself, and my daughter. This is me setting it up, laying it out nice and flat. Okay, so I used a home iron at the hotel, did it on the ironing board, and I kind of screwed up here. But it should be just fine. We'll get that. So the temperature was too hot when I lifted up the transfer sheet, and it pulled away some of that fuchsia soft metallic. So I took some pieces, cut them out by hand, laid them down to help fill in some gaps. I used what was going to be used on my shirt, that teal aqua soft metallic, and laid it over what my daughter's was supposed to say, even though mine was bigger. Used her pink as a shadow to help cover it up and hide any mistakes. Here I hand cut the exclamation mark with those little teeny tiny scissors. Here's the back of the shirts. I just wanted to show you that here on the bottom is my daughter's, the middle there is my husband's shirt, and at the top is mine. I pulled the shirts out of the suitcases and I ironed them, and when I was ironing them using a Teflon cover, what I did not realize was that it was taking away some of that shimmeriness, so it lost some of its glossiness. So I just wanted to let you know that if this ever happens to you, at least with the metallic, that this is what happens. It's still nice and shiny in daylight, not to worry. But when I pull back the shirt here, see, the word world was a lot more shinier. And then you can see here, it just kind of dimmed out a little bit. And it lost a little bit of the detail where you can't see a lot of the little, what they call sequins for this particular soft metallic. This was the sequin metallic that I used on the back, so it lost a little tiny bit of that, but it still looks good. It's nice and soft. It really hasn't faded away or anything like that. So here's my husband's shirt. It says, "I'm just here to pay for everything." It is the soft blue metallic, and the dollar signs are the rainbow soft metallic, and then I used the blue spectrum. It's very beautiful when out in the sunlight. The light here in the house does absolutely no justice at all. It's the same thing with that soft metallic. It's just absolutely beautiful. After we figured out the temperature, everything seemed to work just fine. Set your temperature to a medium is what I would call it, which is just the setting just before the steam comes on. Yes, there is a spot on my husband's shirt. It was there. It happens. It's a guy's shirt. Nobody said anything. So if you set that temperature just right, everything will be fine. My daughter's is the fuchsia metallic and the pink spectrum. Again, we used the same rainbow metallic for the dollar signs on all the shirts. And then at the bottom, we covered up the mess up with the soft fuchsia metallic with the teal. I think that was the color. It could be aqua, but I think they call it teal metallic. Sorry, I don't have that handy for you guys. So we just covered it up, and I think it looked great. That spectrum did have a few dents in it from the ironing board, but you can't even tell when you wear it outside. It just looks great. Now mine was also supposed to say, "I'm just here to buy everything," but instead I cut out that exclamation mark and it says, "I'm just here." We got tons of compliments on our shirts. Like I said, mine is that teal or aqua soft metallic. And then I use the violet spectrum for my Minnie Mouse. And the heat was just a little bit too hot. I hadn't cooled it down enough by the time I used it on mine, so you can see some of it on that metallic there at the top kind of rubbed away a little bit somehow. I don't know how, but it just did. And it still looks okay. We had tons of compliments, like I said, and I couldn't be any more happier with the way the shirts turned out for using a home iron in a hotel on the go.